Oh, I have no idea how loud this is. Maybe this will be a little too loud. Or maybe my voice is too loud. I have no idea. I'm playing Nancy Drew. I had heard tell from a good friend that these games were good, but maybe with a little inflection of nostalgia there. Good in those purposes. And I've really always liked those kinds of like adventure-y type games like these, mystery games. So maybe I'll play through more after this one, but right now we're doing, what's this one called? The Nancy Drew and the Last Train. I gotta go look again. Let's find it. The Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. There we go. Okay. There are too many of them. But maybe that's what makes them so good. Alright.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorial.
I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to pick Senior Detective. Maybe I'll do a tutorial.
As always, your mission is to solve the mystery. You're going to step into my shoes and be my eyes and ears. It will be up to you to decide my every move.
Yeah.
Click on Next to continue.
Next is up here. Oh. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's what I love. We're spinning around. We're going to hold it down, too. Alright.
When you're in the center of a room, you can turn around in a circle to see the whole room. We'll use this room as an example. Move your cursor to the left or right edge of the screen and you'll automatically move in that direction. You can turn off this auto move feature in the Game Setup menu. A forward arrow allows you to advance in the direction you want to go. Likewise, a back arrow allows you to take a step back. Sometimes up and down arrows are available too.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Find the I always carry my magnifying glass with me to scan for clues. When it turns red, I know I'm onto some. When you want to go back to where you came from or turn around, find where your cursor turns into an arrow at the bottom of the screen and click. When the magnifying glass turns into a question mark, you can talk to someone. When it becomes a hand, you can use it to open and close things, pick up objects, and move things around. Now turn to the right, step over to the table beside the bed, and roll your cursor over the key that's on the table.
Key that's on the table. Wait, what did she just tell me? No! What do I have to do? Step
See
up.
how the
Okay,
magnifying glass turned into a hand when you rolled it over the key?
I guess that's a night table.
That means you can pick
I would
the
call
key
that a
up.
nightstand.
Click on it and see what happens. Good work! You're a natural. You just picked up the key and added it to your toolbox. To see what's in your toolbox, just click on the tool icon at the bottom of the screen, which will light up whenever you've added something new. If the All tab is active, you'll see all the objects you've collected during the game. Now click on the tab with the eye on it. When the eye tab is active, you'll see only those objects which you might want to look at over and over again, like letters or messages. Now click on the hand tab.
Disusable
when the
items.
hand tab is active, you'll see the objects that you can use to manipulate other objects. Find the key in your toolbox and click on it.
What do I use?
See how the cursor turned into the item you clicked on? Use the key to click on the lock on my suitcase, and you'll see how good I've gotten at packing.
Suitcase? Oh, I guess I put it back. Okay, I've got to put it back in the inventory. We're gonna turn around here. I think if it's better if I use my left hand to move when possible.
To return an object to
yeah.
your toolbox, just click on the tool icon, then click on the Open Toolbox, and the object will go back into storage. You can close the toolbox by clicking on the square in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
And if you need to call someone, all you have to do is click on the cell phone at the bottom of the screen.
I have no
Try
idea
it.
how old this
You
game
can
is.
use this phone to
Oh,
dial
God,
a number
it's so old.
yourself, or you can automatically dial any of the numbers stored in the directory.
Cam? Oh, it's got a it's got a cam on it. Cool. I'm gonna delete that. Oh. 10, 9. Send a picture to Ma. What was it asking me to do?
You can also take pictures with your cell phone. Just click on the cam button, aim the viewfinder at whatever you want to take a picture of, and click. To view the pictures you've taken, click on Menu. Then click on View Pictures. To scroll through your pictures, use the scroll buttons at the top of the screen. To send a picture to someone, scroll to the picture you'd like to send, then click on the Send button, click on a name from your directory, then click the Send button again.
Menu, Pictures, Send, Directory, Home, Send, Send. Bam, wham, whammo,
The notepad
bammo.
at the bottom of the screen is where I keep reminders to myself. Click
Well,
on
hell
it
yeah,
and you'll
detective.
see what I mean. If the book tab is active, you'll see my journal, which is where I keep all my observations concerning information I've gathered and people I've met. If you click on the clipboard with a check mark, you'll see a list of what I need to do. Organized person that I am, once I've done something, I check it off.
Remember to check it off. Oh, do I have to do that
I'm
myself?
done with that.
Can I uncheck it? Be like, ooh, I really messed up. Okay.
In the game, you can talk to the people you meet. The conversation will appear in the text box below the scene. The words of the person you're talking to will be in blue, and my replies will be in white.
Okay.
Select a question or a reply by clicking on it, and listen to what your suspect says next. Give it a try. Excuse me, miss, but I couldn't help but notice that you're doing an awful lot of snooping around.
Oh, okay. I'm a sleuth.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't snoop. I sleuth. If there are a lot of words in the text box, you know how some people can talk, use the scroll box on the left to move the text up and down so that you can read along.
Oh,
Hang
this
in
is
there,
adorable.
we're almost done. If you make a major mistake, say you fall off a roof or blow something up, you can select Second Chance from the main menu to get back to where you were before you goofed. That's it. You're ready to tackle
I'm gonna
the case.
goof a lot.
I'll return you to
I'm
the
a
player
goofer.
challenge screen. When you're ready to start, remember, junior detective is not quite as tough as the senior level, so you might want to start there. You never know what you'll turn up in the game, so be sure to explore. Don't forget
don't
to
know, I
trust your
feel like
instincts
I
and
can
have fun.
detect a lot.
Good luck.
Let's go
Dear
hard.
Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a
wanted to
train
read
bound
that.
for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they
It's
invited
real
me.
like
And
Barbie,
I've always wanted to join
Nutcracker,
forces with the Hardy Boys.
CG.
I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too
Oh, damn,
rich and
Hardy
a little too
Boys.
famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us.
Ghosts.
I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write.
So
Your
loud.
characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci,
It's a small ad.
only the most famous police detective in the country.
What?
And
What
then
is
there's
this guy's
Frank and
face?
Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old
course.
friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their
Nancy.
friend?
Nancy Drew.
Natalie?
Nancy Drew.
Whatever. All right. I'll
True.
bet you're wondering where
Nancy
we're going.
Drew.
Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, his train, this train, was found in a
Why does
place
his face
called
look like
Blue
that?
Moon
What-
Canyon,
what is that
which
eyebrow
was out
for?
in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake
What?
Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
There's too many dead people here.
She's
Oh
gone.
my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh shit.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all
Why do
that
they keep
social
looking at
etiquette
each other
stuff.
like that?
What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
We get to look him for
If I don't seem
clues.
concerned, it's because I'm not. Laurie Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
So you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew, you and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, I'm playing
You
these
gave me
out of
some
order.
information about
No.
Dick Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Snark. But I was validated. What do you know about Jake
What
Hurley?
else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Nancy! Come here.
Excuse me for a second.
Alright, what do we got? I have a pencil. Apparently I can use it. I can't look at it though. What do I got? Who can I message? Message from email provider. Whatever. What do we got? I can call Bess. I don't know who Bess Marvin is. I haven't read a Nancy Drew story in forever.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move
I'll
it.
use the pencil. Alright. Do some more adventuring later.
Sadie
Baby
Crawford.
shoes. What's the baby shoes for?
Hey, Nance.
Hey boys.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Oh. Then no. was
Any
he
idea what
doing?
he was doing?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the
How
floor
did-
right where Laurie was standing.
We don't
when the
even
train
know where she
went
went.
off. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Tino put something in his pocket. Then he left. Did you see what it was?
Did you see
Probably
what it
not.
was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Laurie scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
You're Joe, right? Frank was talking to John, or like investigating John, and this was Tino. I don't think Tino did it, despite the fact that he looks like an asshole. It's possible that she could have run away on her own, which is kind of what Frank was saying too, I think, if I remember correctly. Can I just like scroll back up? It told me I could do that. Alright, whatever.
I kind of
I'm just
agree
gonna
with
agree
Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't Lori know her guests? That was what was implied there.
Has anyone
Am I
talked to
thinking
the
too hard?
engineer?
I
Not
probably
that I
am.
know of.
Then I'm
I'm
going
a
to head up
master
front and
detective,
tell him
though.
what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
There are baby shoes here. That's meaningful. Alright, let's get the fudge out of here.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
So?
Is that John DiMaggio?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
But Lori may not even be on the train
I don't
anymore.
think that's possible. It was moving.
Miss Gerard may not be a rocket scientist or anything, but even she knows better than to jump off a moving train.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me, I got me a train to run.
Why would I think she's been disappeared? What do we got?
a square and a duck.
Oh, hell yeah, I gotta
It
get something
looks like
out of
this
there.
thing opens up. But how?
Apparently nothing there.
Looks like some sort of steam valve.
Do not open unless all pipes are connected. Oh no. Did I goof?
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Hey, let's stop. Am I goofing? Did I goof? Oh wait, there's like a... Does that mean that a pipe's missing right there or something? I have no idea.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Hidden object game. Okay. It's time to use my brain power. Flippy fins, fresh tinned salmon. Can I just like keep this? Salmon counters for a very, very long time. Fresh from a hand from the deep. Nope. Alright, that was cool. This is really dangerous. Damn, this is a really well put together. Ooh, I don't wanna. Let's not say we did.
This must have been the sleeping car.
I hear like woos.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? I guess
true?
it could take me a while.
I guess it is. I could just sit there and do it. Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one two-part word. Why, I'm not your mother, yawning Alice replied, till Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. A two-part word. I'm not your mother. I don't know what that means yet. Trash can? No. Aw, hell yeah. Oh, right click to rotate, okay. This goes right here, I think. Yeah. This goes on the left, or is it? No. Yeah. Corner pieces are always the easiest. Yes.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Give me that. Ooh, I'm a goddamn puzzle master. Uh. Alright, what do we got in here?
Hi, you're
Let's
that
talk to
Nancy
this
person.
weirdo.
How you doing? John Gray.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've seen your TV show.
Then I don't have to explain what I'm doing.
Oh, heck no. Why, you're measuring the whoozy whatsism with your trusty gizmometrometer thing.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Laurie's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Laurie's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Laurie?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Laurie's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Charlene Purcell thinks Laurie
He's
is
got
just playing
vibes.
some kind of joke on us.
Charlene Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Is Laurie a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Oh, no good
Come
cops.
back anytime.
Or maybe there are. This is a work of fantasy after all.
This looks like some sort of game. Shoot!
Ah, nuts. You can click it on the beat.
Wipe out. I did it! Wonder what's in here.
It's so fucking good. Canton raises sheet music with the letters associated with the notes. Okay. Oh, I know how to read sheet music, so this is easy. That's C, D, E, F, G.
Don't do that, please. Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums. You can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Oh my god. Let me do my
Looks like
teen
some
adventuring.
kind of sewing
Awful
sample.
Ursula!
I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols
Oh
and
no.
those numbers.
Things to remember. Two eagles. 9 doves. Oh, this is gonna make my head hurt. Maybe I can work out the significance of this later.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Yeah, we can do that.
Thomasina O'Neill.
Why can't I just pick all this shit up? I want to keep it. Also, I want to open that, whatever that is. No. Alright. Fine.
It's locked.
It's locked.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like I need a special tool. Looks like I need a special tool.
Okay.
Hello?
Nancy, hi.
That's your ringtone,
Hi,
dude?
Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up?
Bess and George.
You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity.
How does she
here.
get reception
Just
out
calm
here?
down. Oh, like you're not just as curious
How?
as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya?
Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair.
I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool.
Nice try, Bess.
No, really.
You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself.
George, I kid you.
Alright,
not.
I get it.
Seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess has
See you soon.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
What would Nancy Drew think? Well, even if Lori did it to herself, to disappear herself, that's still a mystery.
I'm not so
but
sure.
Who knows?
Oh, come on. You don't really think something's happened to her,
I don't
do you?
understand how somebody
Remember
could
the
have
time she was
absconded with
allegedly
her
kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room?
in the middle of the
guy
room
across the hall just happened
without
to
some
have a
sort of
camera,
trapdoor
got it all on
scenario
tape.
happening.
It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
No.
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's
If only
wife
I would be
dies,
allowed
then
to
Hurley
play the
vanishes,
music.
Then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in Camille's train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Say what? He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
Talk to you soon.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Maybe I can get hints from Bess and George. That would be nice. Alright, so apparently that car that I started in was like the caboose, I think?
Hey, Nancy, right?
Sorry, I was looking at a globe.
That's right, Nancy Drew.
Amateur detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
Do I get a gun?
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were.
This Angela
but after
Anaconda
forcing their
mouth.
vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
I heard all they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear him down. Reporters,
Blue Lives
midnight
Matter,
comedians,
Tino.
even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives.
Oh,
and
is
they're
that a book
jealous.
he's written?
Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
Oh, this is Jake's car. His wife and he had separate cars.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Can I have it?
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure, in fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Oh, fucking super cop over here.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I
Thank
do
you,
for you?
Tino.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
He catches some bank robbers and now he's a master detective or something? Is that what's happening? I don't understand his arc.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
You don't like her?
I can't stand those sappy books she writes.
She did it.
And seeing as I said as much during an interview on national TV once, it's a pretty safe bet she doesn't like me.
Have you talked to John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
You've been a big help.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Okay.
Wonder what Jake used this for.
There's a bird cage.
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Certainly that's important for some reason. Oh no, more puzzles. Lead is the key. Oh, it's P. What is it? PB? Yeah, 82. Buell. 82.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's
Argentum?
locked.
That means silver? AG? Oh, I forgot what AG means. Yeah, it's silver. Quartz. Gemstones. Citrine, diamond. It's carbon. Zircon. Tourmaline. Tourmaline's one of my favorite rocks. Beryl. Aquamarine, emerald, garnet. Emery, rubies, zircon. Huh. That's soul. That means silver. What's It's clear if those rocks have something to do with it. But what do we got over here? Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard. She collect dolls? Leaping lizards. Oh hell yeah.
H. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Oh, I want to play Leaping Lizards. Let me play Leaping Lizards. Oh, I can't.
Another gemstone.
Looks like citrine, and then there was like the amethyst in the cat.
Eliza Sandberger.
Received with Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73. One Krollmeister doll with decorative red ribbon on this 16th day of June, 1880. So he bought dolls for her? I feel like there's something I could be doing here, but I don't know what quite yet. Oh wait, there was another one of these babies. Ah! Oh, cool. I love pipe puzzles. There we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here.
There, all done.
They didn't give me anything, but that was clearly something that I needed to do. Pipes.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall.
Hidden
These
door.
symbols look like the ones I saw in that.
No! Ah! +3, -3.
It's locked.
Owl and cherries. Which corresponds to those values that I found earlier. Does that go back into my... Yeah. Okay. So I fixed those pipes. I wonder if those are related to the things at the back. Probably not. They shouldn't be. No, I don't. Oh god, this is disorienting now. That's a more recent picture. You done yet?
What's up?
I won't keep you any longer.
Pleasure talking to you.
Oh my god, I need to use the thing. Oh, give me that.
The little book of samplers.
Oh no. Latin word exemplum. Serves as a model. Recall what breast samplers not only allow their creators to recall what particular execute. Demonstrate to the world their mastery of an important womanly skill. Indeed, many a gentleman's head has been turned, and many a marriage fortified by a well-crafted sampler. One classic is the long and narrow band sampler, which features bands of flowery border designs, as well as rows of numbers and the alphabet. Another classic is the spot sampler, a delightful display of randomly placed images or motifs. It's like owl and cherries, right? Wisdom departed. Huh. Where's he out? 7. Is it 3 cherries? No. Seven and 10. So what have I got? I've got cherries. Or is this all I need? Do I have to do both at the same time? Oh no! Here, let me save. Train. I want to leave. Sometimes the way the arrows are pointing does not correspond to where I think I'm actually at. 7.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Oh god, steampunk room. Well, I fixed all those pipes. What were those for? Do I have to use something here? I imagine I do. No, I don't wanna. I don't. Okay. Oh, all right. What do we got? Okay. I put something there. This is like not a car that should be on a train. Has nobody been here before? Could be so upset about the fella doll. I accidentally knocked one Camille calls naughty Edna. Tina off the shelf from there. I'm afraid it's fractured. It's tiny. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst into tears at the sight of the huge crack which now traverses naughty Tina. Tears which continued unabated for hours. I told her I'd order another as soon as we reached Copper Gorge. Oh, naughty Tina. Okay, there's like, it's like this then. Okay, I thought there was actually more missing stuff. Okay.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and
Feels
a
like
lamp.
the spyglass.
Citrine, amethyst, zircon. Those are all gemstones, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I know where to get those.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
There we go. Orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. I'll go do that right now. Orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Yeah. I don't remember any of this. Orange. Blue. Green. yellow. Yay!
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe
Her
I better keep this.
It's Hurley's Whirly Burly.
Wilson carbide and acetylene works.
Let's see if I can read this. I have a hard time reading in cursive. Dear Jake, September 7th, 1897. I've sent you 2 lamps, which you should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber, then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jets of gas which results. As you'll see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. Would that you or I had invented it. In your last letter, you sounded quite despondent, old chum. I suppose this is understandable in view of your failure to strike it rich. But I am living proof of how quickly misfortune can turn into good fortune. Little did I suspect 5 years ago that my attempt to produce aluminum would instead produce calcium carbide, or that calcium carbide, when placed in water, would release acetylene. Yet suddenly, I was the surprised but happy owner of the patent for an inexpensive way of manufacturing an extremely flammable gas, acetylene. Just as I became wealthy when I sold that patent, I have no doubt that you too will someday be handsomely
Always your
rewarded
friend, Thomas
for
Wilson.
your efforts. Continue to keep me apprised of your ventures, dear friend, and never ever give up. May the lamps I send you soon light your way to the gold you seek. Thomas Wilson. Thomas Wilson figured out acetylene. Well, I'm gonna need those gems. So you better give me the gems.
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look. That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look.
What's going on?
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead.
Clip cigars.
Take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tino will know I'm onto something. Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
You've been a big help.
Alright, so
Anything
clearly
for a
something
fellow detective.
happens which enables me to come in here without him being there, probably. So I just have to get farther in the story or whatever. Got one of those, though. I fixed those pipes. I still don't know what that means. Maybe it fixed something. Maybe it enabled me to use those scales or something. Buddy's still doing that. I can go back here, though. I still don't know anything about anything. I don't know anything about dancing. Lead is the key. PB. I think that was like 47 or something. These doors are unopenable. I don't want to press the emergency brake because I'm not an ass.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write
We have a
those two
mystery.
most wonderful
What the
of all
fuck?
three-letter words, the end.
A teen girl
Everywhere
goes
I go,
missing.
my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast. Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
So he went west and became a miner?
This is lore.
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
Why do you think Lori invited you
Why
on
are
this
we
trip?
on a ghost train?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the
Why
Old
did
West.
she invite us?
And because I'm so good
Why
at
is she
using
missing?
old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
I should get going.
Just gonna get going.
My publisher thanks you.
Why is Nancy more suspicious of Tino than John Gray? For sale, baby shoes. Worn. Excuse me.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Duck. Maybe I need to go look in that room with the steampunk apparatuses more. That was the salmon. Okay, I think this was long enough for this episode. It's a good stopping point. I found a bunch of stuff. I opened a puzzle box. I've acquired a thing. Can I look at it? No. It's the thing I use apparently. But yeah, I think I'm having a lot of fun so far. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to doing more mystery solving in the near future. Alright, let's save here though. Alright, thanks y'all.